Synaptiv. Let's see your slides. Hello, Matt.
Hi, good morning.
We can see your slides. We can hear you. You can start.
Perfect. Okay, good morning, everyone. I'm Matt Lewis from Synaptiv. We are a connected car platform, and we specialize in transforming the data generated by connected vehicles into smart city insights. We are taking advantage of the fact that, as you're well aware, most cars coming to market today have some form of embedded connectivity on them. And so that's providing us with the opportunity to harness this data and use it for innovative use cases. And many of those use cases center around the smart city context. And this is where we're increasingly seeing local governments, municipalities, as well as their service providers looking to derive operational efficiencies by taking advantage of insights generated by connected transportation. And these are things that you would have heard about before, about understanding traffic flow and congestion and things like real-time parking. At Synaptiv, our focus is on road quality, and the solution that we've built has several advantages over traditional road surveying technologies. For example, it's real-time, whereas at the moment, current surveys are currently carried out once a year or once every 2 years. Because we know the direction of travel of the vehicle, we get lane-level resolution, and it doesn't require the deployment of any specialist equipment. We're simply using the data from vehicles that are already traveling along roads. It's quite a sizable market opportunity. In the UK alone, the Transport Technology Forum estimates that the market is worth £200 million a year, and globally, this is a £15 billion a year opportunity. We use a wide range of signals off the vehicle, some of them at very high frequencies, and our expertise is around building machine learning algorithms that's capable of forming this very rich data into an understanding of what's happening on the road surface, with the ability to identify specific defects, such as potholes, for example, as well as understanding the extent of damage along each segment of the road surface. And we're also able to provide predictive capability, understanding how deterioration is evolving over time by looking at things like weather conditions and traffic congestion on that segment of road. Our customers engage with our insights through a SaaS tool in the form of an online dashboard that allows them to view all the different types of damage as different layers. And it also has a powerful reporting function to help with planning and budgets. The customer value proposition really centers around cost savings, and just two very quick examples. It allows our customers to run and manage smaller inspection teams, and by intervening earlier in damage, you can lower your overall repair cost. And so at the moment, we're running trials with several UK local authorities, and we're raising a seed round of €1 million that will help us commercialize the product and start onboarding commercially paying customers in the new year. So that's it from me. Thank you very much.
Okay, perfect timing. Thank you so much. And now we have the timer for 4 minutes. And judges, it's your turn to ask questions.
Hi, Matt. If I can have a question, thank you for your page. This is Thomas for Impulse. Is it the local authorities who are the main clients for now? Is it like the main use case of all data you can gather from the vehicles? So like measuring the bumps and informing the authorities on where to start repairing. Is it the first use case for now?
Yeah, that's correct. The initial target market are generally any highways agencies that's responsible for road infrastructure. And so the way that it works in the UK is that you have Highways England that's responsible for the motorway infrastructure. These are the big motorways that run between cities. But then it's the local governments that are responsible for the non-motorway roads in their area. And so, yes, there are our initial target. The customer base is actually much broader. A lot of local authorities actually outsource the repair and maintenance to third-party engineering contractors. So eventually we see them as potential customers as well.
Okay, thanks.
What type of data partnerships do you have right now, and how rich is that data to be able to make that evaluation of the road?
So at the moment, the data we're collecting is from fleets that are operated by our customers. So again, most local authorities have quite sizable fleets that they operate that are constantly traveling around their region. So it's a perfect synergies where the vehicles are very focused around that region. And so we collect that data, and that's the data that we use. Longer term, actually, we see a really exciting opportunity of partnering with a national fleet operator. This could be a DHL or an Amazon Prime, or even regional taxi providers, to get their data, and that will allow us to really dramatically scale our product. It means that we wouldn't have to rely on our local authority customers. We could go into them out of the gate and start offering them the solution.
If there's no more questions, can you elaborate on your unit economics? I mean, how does it work from a customer perspective in terms of cities? How much will they pay you? What is like kilometers that or miles that you're tracking? How does it work?
Yeah, so our pricing model, we're planning a pricing model based on road coverage. So there's quite a large difference on the local government level in terms of the amount of roads that they manage, anywhere from several hundred to several thousand to some of the bigger local authorities. So the bigger local authorities in terms of geographic coverage will pay more. And so we're looking at charging an annual license fee based on the amount of roads that they have to manage, basically.
Can I have a question? You have mentioned you're mentioning on your website that it is possible with your solution to actually like log and unlock the car like remotely. Is this feature about to be used in some sort of like car sharing?
Yeah, so that's actually reliant on the native capability of the vehicle. So in other words, if the vehicle itself natively supports a remote lock and unlock function, the platform we've built can interface with that. So what it doesn't mean is we're not providing any specialist technology ourselves to do the lock and unlock. But increasingly, pretty much all connected vehicles have that functionality. And if it's there and it's supported, then we can support that in our platform as well. And you're right, that has a very compelling car sharing, car rental use case where it mitigates the need for a key exchange, and you can incorporate that capability within an app, for example.
Exactly. Well, okay, so this is like in line. First business case is the one you described, which is actually quite like limited to the access of the data. You are only accessing the data that is provided to you by the fleets of the cooperating local authorities, right?
Correct.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask you to answer the question on Hopin or maybe in matchmaking area of Thomas, because we are out of time. So thank you so much for